Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. It's NBA betting today. It's a great day, man. Monday. Monday's all about productivity. Long, slouchy type of weekend. Let's see how it goes, bro. It was amazing. I'm having fun with the NBA. The games have been great. A bit lower scoring. Good morning to everyone watching right now. If you're not subscribed to the channel, head over to YouTube. If you're watching on Twitter, subscribe to the channel. Good morning to everyone. Man, there was so much that happened yesterday in the NBA. It's crazy. I know it's NFL Sunday, but it's the beginning of the season. It's October. But there was a lot that happened in the NBA at once. And I really enjoyed the games yesterday. Shout out to everyone that was watching yesterday morning who cashed the Boston Celtics minus 5.5 with us. Easy pick. I would consider it to be no sweat, although the Rockets did compete in the first half. I said the Celtics would win that game without Jaylen Brown. I knew that the defensive intensity would increase. It was actually unacceptable under a new head coach. They still have a defensive roster. Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Marcus Smart, Dennis Schroeder. That was Dennis Schroeder's best game as a Celtic yesterday. The $5 million Dennis Schroeder. Good morning, everyone. Six side. Dan, my people, what's up? Good morning. Joseph, I see you, bro. Thank you. John, Jonathan. A lot of Johns in here today. Another John. No, I'm just talking trash. Good morning, Nathan. That's my dog, bro. My brother. Nick, Robbie. I see everyone. Verify. Let's get to it. What'd you guys see in the NBA last night? Man, I wish I was living on the West Coast because I really want to watch most of these West Coast games, bro. It seems like the action's on the West. In the West, once again, a lot of Lakers, a lot of Warriors games late night all season. The Grizzlies on the come up. I like watching, even though the Clippers are 0-2. I like watching the Clippers play basketball. There's a lot of stuff going on. The Suns, the West is crazy. Like, if you're not staying up watching, if you don't have League Pass or at least some sort of streaming service, watching these West Coast games right now, it's crazy. At the beginning of the season, we're gonna get into the schedule today. I'm gonna go through the injury reports. I'm gonna go through the slate. Try to be as quick as I can, targeted. I know it's Monday. It's a work day. Everyone has their hustle on, their grind on. I do too. Just really good. Really happy that the Celtics cashed yesterday, bro. I enjoyed watching that game. Shout out to Jalen Green. Gonna pull up a couple of stuff and share with everyone. Hit the like button for me. Make sure you're following NBA betting today on Twitter. Visit sportx.bet, the crypto sportsbook owned by its community. I have a very exciting announcement to share for everyone that's going to be watching the show every day very soon. We're going to be giving back to the community. We can't wait. It's NBA betting today. Let's go. Let me pull up some stuff. How's LeBron's ankle, everyone? How's LeBron's ankle? What's the biggest storyline for you out of yesterday? It's crazy, right? Hey, man. Yeah, so last night we all know LeBron re-aggravated his ankle. In my estimation, even if it's a slight tweak, get ready for injury report LeBron. We know he's up there in age. He's going to be on the injury report, not manipulating the report, because if he's actually hurt, it's fair. It's fair to be on the report. But he's going to be on the injury report for like 75% of the Lakers games for the rest of the season. Watch. Game time decision, uncertain for tomorrow, upgraded to probable, downgraded to doubtful. I said game time decision already. This is what's about to happen for LeBron James. The timing is terrible. If you didn't see the play, he was rolled over on his ankle. He did continue through the rest of the game. We know that he's a superhuman. Let's see how it goes. Evan Fournier, he's continued to be very inconsistent. That game at the beginning of the season was his Super Bowl against the Boston Celtics when he dropped the 32-piece. I'm not that high on the signing as Knicks fans are. Let's see how it pans out, though. Evan Fournier last night, he shit the bed at the crib. The Magic came in there. They took the dub, plus 590. I was not on that, but I did say on the show that if 40% of their starting lineup was not rookies, if they had Chuma Okeke, I would have taken the Magic with the spread. They balled out without them. They got blown out. And you got to be wary of teams that get blown out twice in a row. What the Thunder did yesterday against the Sixers was special. They have lost their first 3 games of the season by an average of 22 points a game. The OKC Thunder, even though they gave Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the bag, it's not. Lou Dort hasn't arrived yet. The Thunder are in the dirt right now. They're in the dirt. Shout out to the Charlotte Hornets. Snatched the air out the building in Barclays Center yesterday. I watched that game as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it, actually. The second half was crazy. The Hornets, they're deeper. They have more experience than they did before with Oubre in the lineup, Gordon Hayward. Their young core is developing rapidly, but it is pretty shocking that they're 3-0 for the first time in franchise history. I thought that was noteworthy. I mean, how long have the Hornets existed? You're telling me even in the Del Curry years, Larry Johnson, LJ, like they never went 3-0? Come on. Miles Bridges, we saw what he did. Jalen Green popped off, 30-point performance. Took him 3 games in his career to get to the 30-point mark. Just wanted to share some notes about what I saw yesterday, what I found to be entertaining, because you never know. The sentiment of other people, the sentiment of the public in the media, you want to be aware of these things if you're betting because you want to know what is going into these odds, what is going into these spreads. People are telling me, how do they know? How do they know the spread? How do they know the total is going to be so close? Bro, public perception is a major, major factor in the NBA. Let's keep it going. Let's get out of here. I'm going to pull up the odds now on sportx.bet, power through the schedule, and then we're going to get out of here. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. Follow me on Twitter. Follow NBA Betting Today on Twitter. Check out all the people that are going to, check out what we're building. Check out what we're building. Check out what we're building. I'm excited. I'm talking 100 words a minute. Chat. Tell me to get to the picks when it's time. Tell me to get to the picks. We have 123 people watching. Help us get to 50 likes. That's a reasonable goal. Help us get to 50 likes. Hit the like button. It's all we ask. Some interactions. Let's keep it going. SportX.bet. Pulling up the odds right now. On the machine. Let's go. Good slate again today. Good slate again, though. On paper, things are looking promising. We're going to get into that right now. Computer's moving a little slow. Hey. If you're not following NBA Betting Today on Twitter, what are you doing? Facts. Alvin, I see you, bro. Let's go. We're a team. We're all a team. We're going to reach the mountaintop by the end of the season. We are a team. We will defeat this market. We will defeat this market. Computer's moving crazy right now. Like, the laptop's moving crazy right now. Okay. I think you guys can see the odds now. We are powering through. We have the Indiana Pacers against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. This Bucks team has generally owned this Pacers team as of late. Very, very high-scoring games. I'm noticing with the Bucks, there's wear and tear. You know, Bobby Portis is still out of the lineup. Brook Lopez is out of the lineup. They don't really play that well without Brook Lopez. I know he's just a role player, but this line to me is still a bit disrespectful with the Bucks coming off the loss. I know the Pacers have showed some pretty good defensive tendencies at the crib in their home opener against the Heat after getting, not embarrassed, but after 2 close victories. I expected that the other night. If you were watching NBA Betting Today on Saturday, I said that game was going under against the Heat. The Pacers would straighten their face defensively once they got to the crib after losing the first 2 games of the season by a combined 2 points. I lean the Bucks in this game. It's a suspicious lineup. I also lean the over. I'm not going to play it, though. Just wanted to share those thoughts. Indiana Pacers tonight, the public's going to be on the Bucks again, even without these guys. Drew Holiday is doubtful. I'm pulling up the injury reports. Actually, yeah, Drew Holiday is doubtful. I don't really want to bet on the Bucks if he's not playing, but the 2-point spread, I think that the other night against the Heat was more of an effort game. I still don't think this Pacers team will be top 20 in defense this season in defensive rating. And I think that game was just more so an effort game, home opener, Rick Carlisle having 2 games under his belt. I don't think it's going to carry over to today. I lean over in the game. Did I bet it? I did not. I did not bet it. Let's move on. The Boston Celtics and the Charlotte Hornets. A clash of 2 teams coming off of ATS wins. The Hornets are not a surprising team, but they're 3-0 straight up. They're 3-0 against the spread. LaMelo Ball yesterday had another great performance, but Miles Bridges has been the X factor for the Hornets over the last couple of games. I'm a bit wary of taking him on the points prop, though. If anyone's just trying to ride his train, I don't think that he's, I'm a bit wary of, because they're going to start to grade it higher. But basketball-wise, the Celtics, I think they have a shot to keep it rolling, even on the second night of a back-to-back. I think with or without Jaylen Brown, that they match up favorably against the Charlotte Hornets team defensively. The teams that the Hornets have played to start the season, they do not have a defensive pedigree. They've taken advantage of poor three-point defenses so far this season. I'll include the Nets in that, the Pacers, the Cavs. The Nets right now, their defense is in shambles. It's in shambles on the three-point line. Tonight, the Celtics, I think they're going to have more of a resistance for this Hornets squad. It's going to be a nail-biter. I really liked what I saw out of Jason Tatum yesterday. He exemplified leadership qualities against the Rockets. I like the Celtics, but it's not one of my plays today. I'm just kind of going through the schedule for you guys, trying to give you guys some leans. You never know. The two early games, it's kind of, I just noticed I lean both of the favorites. Okay, moving on to the Miami Heat and the Orlando Magic. The Heat have Kyle Lowry listed as questionable. Let me pull up the updated Fantasy Labs. Make sure you guys go on Twitter and follow Fantasy Labs NBA. Turn notifications on if you want to be in the loop with. It's the service that I use. It's free. It's a free account. Whatever. I find it to be the best with injury report information. Nothing is perfect, but I find it to be the best in the game right now. Follow Fantasy Labs NBA and turn notifications on. As we zoom into this Heat game with the Magic, I like the Heat. I like the Heat minus 13. They got crushed by the Pacers, but I think they're going to smother this Magic team. The Magic shot really well last night. They shot really well against the Knicks. They were hype after 2 blowout losses. They're not going to sustain that tonight against the Heat. This is a very large number. The only caveat here is with similarly constructed rosters, the Magic have covered 4 straight games against the Heat. They covered all 4 games last season. They were good with the points. They're a pesky dog in that conference, but we have to realize that they had Nikola Vucevic, they had James Ennis, they had Michael Carter-Williams, they had Markelle Fultz, they had Chuma Okeke, okay? The Magic team shocked everyone last night. Terrence Ross is going to be a high-value trade acquisition target. Kyle Lowry is questionable. I think that's going to shift dollars to the Magic side a bit with the plus 13. The Heat took everyone's money on the road against the Pacers the other night. But if you know, I like the Heat. I like the Heat minus 13 right here. No play on the total. Let me move on. The Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards. I'm watching Nets games. I'm not betting on them for the first 20 games. With that said, so one of my friends actually said that to me. Since I'm not betting on Nets and Lakers games for the first 20 games, shouldn't I just put dollars on them against them, blindly? I still respect the pieces on the roster, but just know that the Nets and the Lakers are not going to be a profitable investment for the first 20 games of the season. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me know your best picks for the day. It's NBA betting today. Hit the like button. If you're watching on Twitter and you're not subscribed on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube. Help us grow the channel. Let me check out the chat. What's going on? Injuries. There's a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. A lot of stuff going on. He said, "Give me that all day. I don't care." Six, I said, "Wiz plus 8.5 all day." I saw you tweet me earlier saying you like that. Miles Bridges, most improved player for sure. Miles Bridges will be most improved player. Tyler Hero has a good chance as well. Let's see how it goes. I'm high on both of them this year. John Doe said new look Wizards. How you guys feel about this game? You guys tell me, the resident Nets experts, okay? I'm giving picks on the other games that are not including the Nets right now. How do you guys feel about the Nets going into this game? Oh, the line just changed. It's 6.5 now. It changed right before our eyes. How do you guys feel about Spencer Dinwiddie and the Washington Wizards? Bradley Beal is questionable. Very suspicious game. Shout out to Spencer Dinwiddie coming off the ACL tear. Has been playing like a monster. It looks like that contract, compared to these other bums that are getting these big deals in the NBA, Spencer Dinwiddie's deal may end up looking like a bargain, everyone. It may end up looking like a bargain. Hit the like button if you agree. Hit the like button if you think Spencer Dinwiddie is going to prove his haters wrong this season. Moving on to the next game, the Chicago Bulls and the Toronto Raptors. We all know the alert that we just got on Fantasy Labs right before I started the show. Nikola Vucevic is questionable with an illness. We know that his production has decreased, although the Bulls have looked stellar on defense, stellar on offense, stellar coaching. The bench has been stellar. Shout out to Alize Johnson. I was a fan of him in the G League. I think the Brooklyn Nets, it's funny because the Raptors had Alize Johnson's rights at one point as well. The Brooklyn Nets made a big mistake not signing Alize Johnson. I'm going to say that right now. Bulls fans are already in love with Alize Johnson. Nikola Vucevic is questionable tonight. His offensive production has been decreasing. DeMar DeRozan has been getting his shots. We knew this would happen. He has a great partnership with Lonzo Ball so far, but he's questionable tonight. The Bulls are thin on the front line, okay? I'm high on the Bulls. I took the team total over for the season, but the Bulls are thin on the front line. It's a matchup nightmare against the Raptors tonight with Scotty Barnes, Kem Birch, Chris Boucher, all these bodies on the front line. But did I pick the Bulls? I did not. I actually think this game could go over without Vucevic. The Raptors are not going to put forth a poor offensive performance tonight. No play on the side. But it is worth noting that the Bulls, they had a couple of doormat opponents to start the season. They got to play the Pelicans and they got to play the Pistons twice. So just take some of their amazing offensive metrics with a grain of salt. They're still going to be a top-tier offensive team, but just remember who these teams play. Don't just blindly look at the stats. The Bulls, though, tonight, no play on the side for me, everyone. No play on the side. Enjoy this one. Moving on. Hawks, Pistons. This line, the total is decreasing, and the spread is increasing. It went from 10.5 to 11.5 since I started the show, and the total has decreased. It's funny the total is decreasing in this one because I actually like the over. I like the 212.5. I like the over in the Pistons Hawks game. Okay, I lean towards the Pistons team total over 1.5, but I probably won't end up playing that. I like the over 212. This is a better number for the Hawks and the Pistons. The Hawks will have a much better offensive performance tonight. Cleaner, more efficient. They shit the bed against the Cavs. I did not bet that game. I did have a Bogdanovich prop that did not go through in that game. But give me the Hawks, Pistons over 212.5 and a smaller play. I want to give a disclaimer. I'm putting less money on the props. A disclaimer. Full play on the Hawks, Pistons over 212.5, and give me Bogdanovich over 13.5 points. Bogdanovich will go over 13.5 points tonight. What else do we have? I think John Collins could be a scoring threat as well. The 14.5 is in play, but I like Bogdanovich over 13.5 points for a smaller bet, and the over in the game. Have a couple of other looks. Join me on Twitter Spaces later today. We're going to talk more NBA picks as the lineups change, the lineups come out. We get some more news throughout the day. Might add some more stuff. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at MyGuyKnowsAGuy, and visit the platform that's on the screen, sportx.bet, the best crypto exchange in sports betting. The only exchange that rewards you over time. You get paid extra crypto for every bet you place, win or lose. Make sure you check out the platform. Let's keep it rolling. The T-Wolves and the Pelicans. No play on the side today. I know the people that jumped on the T-Wolves at the close, they lost by the hook, the -7.5. The people that took the T-Wolves against the Pelicans the other day, throughout the day, at the -7 number, they got the push. They got the money back. The -7.5 bettors were crying at the last second. That was a bad beat. Very poor offensive performance tonight in this game. In that game from the T-Wolves the other night. There might be a sneaky play in this game. I lean Nikhil Walker-Alexander for the Pelicans to go over 2.5 threes at +125. I think we're going to get a much higher scoring game as well in this one, although the total is dropping. We know they don't have Zion. This Pelicans team, they have not looked good offensively so far this season. Small sample size, but hey, it's the lottery. It's another year for the lottery for the Pelicans. Sorry, everyone. I think we're going to get a high-scoring affair in this one. Okay, another game. Let me go down on the page. Go down the page. Nuggets minus 10. Nuggets minus 10 against the Cavs. Darius Garland is questionable. I'm tracking Darius Garland's status to see if he's going to play. I want to tell everyone. I'm probably going to take the Nuggets even if Darius Garland plays in this game. Let's see how it goes. And the Clippers and the Blazers. We have injury news in this game as well. Norman Powell is out. Ibaka is not going to make his debut. When Norman Powell went out the line actually moved in their favor. It went from -3.5 to 3. I'm actually analyzing this game deeply. I will be watching this game. I'm going to post a play on this one probably later today. There's still some more digging I have to do on this one. But I'll just say that I don't think the Clippers I think the Clippers might turn it around tonight. The money line might be a better play. It's -150. Hey, it's juiced. Let's take a look at that. So at this current juncture, I'm going to play the Atlanta Hawks over. Atlanta Hawks total over 212.5 with the Detroit Pistons. I'm going to jump on the Denver Nuggets -10. But I'm actually going to wait because I think we could get a better number if Darius Garland gets activated. And we might get a better number on the Clippers as well. Okay? So join us on Twitter Spaces. Sign up for Twitter if you're not on Twitter. Join us on Twitter Spaces. It's an interactive chat. You don't have to speak in the chat. You can just listen if you want to. Probably add some plays later. Right now, I'm going with the Hawks over 212.5. I'm going with Bogdanovich over 13.5 points as a smaller play. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I feel amazing. Feel great. I just got my passport. My first time I got my passport renewed since before the pandemic. We're trying to live a good life. Everyone hit the like button. Let's keep going up. It's My Guy Knows a Guy. NBA betting today. Visit sportx.bet and just be on the lookout for some more updates. If you're watching on Twitter, head over to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Help us get some more subs. Hit like, share the video. After the video's done, drop a comment on the YouTube video on the link. Tell me what your best play is for today. I would love to know. Drop a comment on the video after the stream is done. And yeah, just look out for more content. Follow NBA Betting Today. I'm going to get out of here. I sound like a broken record. I'm repeating myself. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Have a happy Monday.